Hello, I'm David Burrows and I'm the writer and director of the drama short film Off Track. Off Track is a short drama film about a young man called James who is struggling with the idea of losing his father Robert very soon. This is because of Robert's old age, as he became a father much later in life than most people normally do. So it means that James and Robert have had less time together than a typical father and son would have. James tries to have a good day with his father on his 80th birthday. However, things don't entirely go to plan, which means that James's emotions finally boil up, and the two of them finally have to confront how they're feeling about Robert's mortality. The main motif of the film centres around steam trains and their iconography and imagery. Despite being out of service and out of production for many decades now, steam trains are specifically still what we think about when someone says the word train. We still hold on to it as if we don't want it to let it go, which symbolises James's connection with his father, how he knows that it's not going to be long now before Robert goes away. This is a story that's very personal to me, as my father is significantly older than other fathers of people my age. So it means that I feel like I have less time with him before I finally lose him.
We're always worried that with the people we love, we're not going to get enough time to spend with them. And I think this film sort of beautifully conveys that. We want to make this film as ambitious as possible. That includes with casting and locations. We want to make sure that the casting fits these characters that David has wrote and hopefully I can bring to life. We want to make sure that we film at an actual platform, actual train station. Hopefully we'll be able to get actual footage of a steam train, which is so important to the motifs for this film. All your hard-earned money that you donate will go straight back into the film. It will go into the production value, costs of making a film, logistics, travelling. I plan to send it to multiple film festivals nationwide across the country. These include Aesthetica, BFI London, Indie Links, Bolton International. We really want to make sure that we push it out there and make sure that this film is seen, because we believe in this film and we hope that this film can be amazing.
I plan to utilise sound effects, ambience and dialogue to enhance the authenticity of the film. This will hopefully allow the viewers to immerse themselves in the world of the character. I want to utilise the sound of the train as an audiovisual metaphor for time and it being something that we can't control. For example, the film contains flashback sequences of our main character's past. The steam train sounds also correspond throughout the film to match how frustrated James and his father are with one another.
I've had the chance to work on 2 films recently that have also explored parental themes. The most recent being Up on Wires, which had a more surrealist look to it. We utilised montage sequences and all sorts to really explore the relationship between the father and the son. The one before was Being Mum and Dad, and that was much more of a realistic documentary-esque style. If you think of those 2 films as like the 2 extremes, Off Track will be somewhere in the middle. We've got a lot to play with the train motifs, the nostalgic flashbacks. One of the main things that I'm really looking forward to is shooting the model trains. Working on that scale is something that I haven't done before, and it should be really interesting. I mean, one thing I'm looking forward to is even like our smaller lights on that scale are going to be massive. One major difference for this project is we're going to be shooting on an Alexa. This gives us 14 stops of dynamic range, which we're really going to push, and that leads us into lighting.
The best lighting will feel natural for the scene and story that it is working with, and will be able to enhance the emotional tone of the film. Off Track contains flashback scenes of a young James and his father playing with the model train set. Using a warm-toned colour palette and soft lighting, I will create a feeling of nostalgia in our audience during this scene. Meanwhile, the scenes set in the current day will contrast this with cooler tones and harsher lighting, to not only portray the difference in time, but also as a reflection of the current relationship between the pair.
I want to create a setting which the audience members can feel at home in, to evoke certain memories in the audience that they can think about their own mortality. For the character of James in our film, it's his old childhood home and the memories that lay inside that make him worry more about the health of his father. I'll be taking a lot of my design inspiration from the design of trains. No industry has suffered the effects of time more than theirs. What was once seen as the pinnacle of modernisation in this country has now become a symbol of the problematic nature of privatisation. Train enthusiasts such as Robert and James are reminded daily of the fall of their beloved industry because of the iconography that's embedded into their homes. From the model railway that takes centre stage in the garage to the train-themed coffee mugs, I want to pay homage to the train-loving community as much as I can.
When I was young, I loved to play with toy trains and tracks. The Images of steam trains always flicks a switch in my brain back to a simpler time, like a wave of nostalgia. It's also a reminder of a time that I can never go back to, all the opportunities I could have spent getting to know my dad more. And I really want to hammer in on the train imagery to evoke the nostalgic feeling among the audience. For the editing, I want to take a solemn approach to the pacing, just to let these emotions sink in. I want to make it so that there's gonna be an inevitable farewell between the two characters, yet you want to just hold on to them just for a bit longer.
Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully we've convinced you that we're dedicated to making the best film possible. If you're happy to donate or you want to donate to the film, then please do. We accept all donations, big and small. So thank you very much for listening, and we hope to see you when this film comes out.